This is the police force of Northwest Pakistan, which is generally termed as law enforcing agency, or more generally cops. As many as 60,000 cops are assigned in the 46,575 square mile northwestern province to protect its 22 million populations. But since the country joined the so-called US War on Terror in 2002, the security forces of the country, both the army and these law enforcing agencies, have jumped into the battlefield with the militants operating in tribal areas and on the Afghan side of the border with Pakistan. The prolonged war has taken a heavy toll on the already stretched and poorly equipped police force in northwest Pakistan. Last year, 350 of the Pak-Afghan border Khyber Pakhtunkhwa police members were killed and thousands more were injured in terror-related attacks. From bombing to attacks on convoys and checkposts, the men of the frontier police were either directly targeted or killed as they strived to block the terrorists from carrying out deadly attacks on the civilians. The terrorist attack on Peshawar Press Club in December last year is simply the tip of the iceberg of how police are doing their best to shield people from terrorist attacks. In this CCTV footage, the policeman Riazuddin daringly attempts to get hold of a man laden with explosives. The bomber, however, in desperation blows himself and the cop up. But his preventive actions saved the lives of many people inside the press club.
Once they are successful against the law enforcement agencies, they would use IEDs, they would ambush them, they would use rocket launchers against them. And that is the time when the law enforcement agencies would consign themselves to the barracks. They would not come out. So the field would be open for these Taliban or the terrorist groups.
Frequent attacks on police headquarters and high casualties have led many to think twice before joining the force. Also, more than 300 policemen quitted their job last year.
While I was in the force, I and my colleagues used to receive death threats from terrorists for being in the force. After being targeted several times, we had to quit the job to save our life.
The problem that accounts for a large part of the losses on the provincial police is that the militants they are fighting are better trained and have much more advanced weapons than the cops. Besides, there is no psychological counseling for the law enforcing agents who have taken on the militants on the front line.
We don't have any heavy weapons to fight with the terrorists. We lack in bulletproof vests. We lack in armored vehicles. We lack in APCs. We don't have armored personnel carriers that there should be. We lack in air surveillance. We lack in mobile technology tracking systems and all these technological things which are available. We don't have those.
Confronted with fragile security situation in the region, police have extremely unusual duty timings and work very long hours a day. Children of Riazuddin, who was killed in the attack on Peshawar Press Club, recall they would hardly see their father once in a week because often he had to be on duty.
Our father used to be on duty for unlimited hours without a weekly day off. Even on Eid celebrations, we had to miss his presence with us.
Many will be shocked to know that a frontier police guard makes $120 per month, which is barely enough to feed a family in a country hit with high rates of inflation.
As compared to the previous year, the government has increased our salaries up to 10,000 rupees. But at the rate the price hike is going on, it is difficult to make both the ends meet.
To address the maladies, the government of Pakistan, with some assistance from the United States, has taken measures to provide updated training facilities and tools to the Northwest cops. Meanwhile, the army has also been providing training courses to the police in Northwest province to improve their capability. But it will take some time before such steps result in something tangible on the ground and help save the lives of civilians and police officers alike. Analysts say out of $13.5 billion given to Pakistan by the United States for its role in fighting terrorism since 9/11, the biggest part has gone to the Pakistani army and not to the police, especially the frontier police that bear the brunt of the so-called war on terror. Zahid Hussain, Press TV, Peshawar.